go as they get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. And Miller with it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. They go play action here on first down. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They run it again with Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Escaping the pressure right. Dumps it complete to Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down, setting up the screen for Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, Kamara. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking long for Thomas. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Get set.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Kill. O2.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Watson. He brings it in over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Down! Green the line! Green the line!
On 1st and 10, Watson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. Let's overload.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the 50, it's Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. But they'll say it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Reset.
Watson on first down. And that's complete. It's Ellington. Pass. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Bruce Ellington in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Good set.
The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And
he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, Blue Lady! Blue Lady!
After the interception, here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Caught. It's Ellington. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Down! Move 80!
From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller from 13 yards out. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Breeze now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Lutz now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Green the line! Green the line!
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Down! Blue 80! Blue 80!
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Down! Blue 80!
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Ready? 21! 21! Here we go. Top 4! Good set. Easy. You're good. 5-4, ready. Good set.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go. 11.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Watson now to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Fuller. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, Brees. His throw incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey. Check.
Brees will try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Brees on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 38. first down, it's Watson going up top. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Back 22.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Zach Cunningham in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On second down, here's Breeze. And Watson has it right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Breeze. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Breeze, got to have this one. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at about the 32. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Easy.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And a short gain down to about the 33. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
21, 21, 21. 11, 11, 11, 11. 12.
Now Breeze on third down. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Zach Cunningham in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this Texans defense stands tall. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Lamar Miller. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The Texans on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Breeze, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Kevin Johnson, former first-round pick there defensively.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, now Breeze. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Watson's going to throw it here. He's got Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards.